Good morning. We've woken up by the sea at Drumadoon, and today we're hoping to get to Seal Shore campsite around the south side of the island. We are up, we've packed our gear down, we're just drying the tent. We've got a coffee made.
Good morning.
Good morning. And I think we're racing against this ominous rain clouds that seem to be getting closer and closer.
It does, doesn't it?
Superb campsite, left no trace. We did it before the rain came. Down onto the trail, and we start our fourth day. Soggy day. Start the day walking on sand, which is a bit like walking in mud. The smell on this beach is like sulphur. It smells like Iceland, like volcanic, eggy, pungent. There's a shop at the golf course, Shishkine, and you can get coffee and chocolate bars. That's about it, but it's open from 8 o'clock every day, 7 days a week. Harbour shop just past the golf course, 9:30 to 5:30 every day apart from Sunday, but it seems to be a bit bucket and spadey, but you can get sweets in there and stuff. However, the butcher's is open. The harbour shop's just opposite the Kinloch Hotel. This is a fine bridge. There's a toilet block there, just past the harbour shop. It looks very clean. There's even toilet roll in there. Well, there's the Kinloch Hotel, and we've come across On a Roll, hot and cold food to go. Open every day apart from Sunday, 8:30 till 3. And for £8, I've got a coffee, a buttered roll, and a 5-piece breakfast. Oh, ho, ho. This is a fairly stinky, oily, slippy, rocky beach to walk along. The water in the rock pools don't look very clean. It takes a fair bit of effort, this path from Drumadoon Point. We've got blue skies, good views across the water. Somewhere along here is something called the Preaching Cave, so we're keeping our eyes peeled to see if we can see it. What's this head called at the front here just now where we go round?
Blackhead.
Blackhead. So it's before Blackhead. We've just taken a path off the main road, the main path, because this looks like it could be something. Oh, it looks like people have been here and had a fire. And maybe bedded down there. There looks like a plastic sheet that, and of course the obligatory bottles of beer that they brought here but just couldn't quite take away. And behold, he said, if thou brings thine bottles of beer to the Preaching Cave, take them with you when you leave. There's another path map, girl. We have to explore. Right, let's see what we can find. Graffiti on the walls. Oh wow, there's a cross at the end.
Wow.
Yep. It's a pretty sturdy cross. What a view. That section after the preaching caves, and we're still on it. It was hard work. It's boggy, loads of rocks to climb over. 4 miles from the golf course. We're taking a moment just to take it in. Sit down for 5 minutes and just admire the views and the water and the rocks. Go map girl, show us where we are.
At this junction here, where the alternative path takes you along the beach and then back up, or you could carry on the main route, which is along the road and high up, so we should get some spectacular views and hopefully a cafe at Corricravi, and then all the way to Lagman.
So we are going to go up that path there, I can see it in the hill, and we're not going to carry on clambering over boulders. Make your heart beat, this will. Hey. 10-minute climb up, 25 metres, and we're at the top and on the road. And that's the way we're going. This is what we're seeing from the top path. Yesterday we walked for about 8 hours in the driving rain. It didn't stop. Today it's getting hotter and hotter, and it's a different type of thing to deal with. We could have stayed on the low path down there, the alternative route, but we came on the high path, which is the main route, and I'd say it's a little bit dangerous. We have to keep looking for cars and standing on the grass verge here. I'll just spin it round. I mean, the drivers are all being fairly careful and passing us nice and wide, so that's good.
Whee! Whee!
Yeah, and why not? Camp here. Lovely ground, you've got a bench, get your tent in just here, you'll be sorted. Possibly we've just walked through Corricravi. We thought there might have been a cafe there, but no such luck. So on we go. More road roaming. And Corricravi and Slidery are really close together. A derelict church for sale. And opposite the church, a monument to the memory of the men of this district who fell in the Great War, 1914 to 1918. So we're just passing Lag Distillery, but we haven't got time to go in for no whiskey tasting tour. Last thing we need is to be staggering out of there at 8 PM, all drunk up like. There is a farm, there is an honesty box. And what you got inside? Hang on, there's a fridge here. Oh, some meat's in there. No good for us right now.
No.
Bossolo Farms. It's a family affair. Well, it's good to have an honesty box.
I think it's more of a honesty box for people that live on the island.
I want sweets and iron brew.
Crisps.
This is the Lag. 1791 it says on the door. Well, there it is, the Lag Hotel, closed Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And today is Wednesday?
Wednesday, yeah.
So the nice bloke filled our water, said we could sit in his garden. We're going to, with the water that he gave us, we're going to cook some noodles and coffee. Excuse me, and we're just going to sit in this lovely garden with the flowing river, and this is good enough. So down the path from the Lag pub, turn right through some lovely woodlands, and we're heading towards the coast again. We've climbed up on high and there's a really nice view We're going to have to find out what that big lump is over there out at sea. But behind us is a historical thing. Let's go and see what it is. Torrelin Cairn. Houses of the dead. Right, down to the coast we go. Come to Arran. I'm pretty sure you could have this beach all to yourself. In some ways it's my favourite stretch of beach so far because it's got all the rocks and boulders, but you can walk in between them on nice firm sand. So what I've done is I've typed in Black Cave tide times and this little thing pops up. And can you point to the little thing? Just there. It says we're at high tide right now. That means we cannot go that way. We have to go up here and follow the path up that way. This one here got a tick on her leg, so she brushed it off, so there's ticks about, and now the path is quite wide, but back there it's really narrow, super boggy, and just a path from hell. That was boggy. That wasn't easy.
Boggy and overgrown.
Doesn't work, there's nothing in it, but it's nice to see one. The lighthouse is on an island all by itself. I guess if the tide wasn't in, we'd be walking down the coast there below those bushes. Well, much of this road walking is through farms and farmland. Oh, here comes Mum. East Moor Waterfall. There's a cafe there, but we turn right at the sign for Kildonan Hotel to the Seal Shore campsite. We're down on the seafront again. We're about 20 minutes away from Seal Shore camping. There's some gorgeous posh houses on this stretch, but this one probably takes the biscuit. Lovely bit of beach to sit on and look out to that lighthouse. We've only done it. We've got to Seal Shore camping, and that is 16.25 miles from the golf course at Drumadoon. Right, let's see if we get a warm welcome. This way, you can see a few tents already. That'll be us soon. All pitched up. This is us set up at Seal Shore camping. Morris turns out to be a very nice bloke. He's got a really good campsite. It's big, and we're going to get a hot chocolate and then a shower, and then treat ourselves to another hot chocolate. We've walked 16 miles today, so that's not bad at all.
Waking up here just on the edge of the golf course for embarking on a trek across the beach before getting to a cafe here at Blackwater Foot called On the Roll. This section here is rocky beach, a bit slippy before reaching a nice grassy path to the preaching caves. You have to kind of spot them just beyond the ferns. Quite easy to miss. Lots of rocks and bog all the way along here before a steep climb up and back onto the road. We were expecting here at Coracravy to find a cafe, but there wasn't one. Climb up to Slidery before coming again. It's a very long road walk, but we're high up and got some good views as you're coming into Lag. There's a pub at Lag, but it's not open on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Unfortunately for us, it was Wednesday, but they did let us sit in the garden and make our food. Coming out of Lag is a lovely little country walk through the forest before coming back onto the beach. This beach from Lag is just fantastic. The rocks here, again, there's just some amazing colours, just spectacular. When you get to here, there's a sign that tells you an alternative path if the tide is in, because at Black Cave here you can't get through if the tide's in. The tide was in for us, so we had to come up back onto the road. And this path here was just awful. It was boggy, wet, water flowing down before coming back on the road. And then it was just a nice, easy day walking along the road before getting to a turning in the road here where it doesn't show there's a cafe on the map, but there is a cafe there now. And then you come down alongside this forest before getting back onto the seafront and arriving at Seal Shore campsite. Great campsite, and a shop, a drying room, and a place to cook. So that's where we are for the night. Just brilliant.